Carver and Lisi here with you. NCAA Tournament round number 1 coming up on Thursday and Friday. The March Madness preview, I guess you would call it, for the two of us here. We're actually, it's like old school right now, right, Joe?
We live? Are we live?
We are. You
yeah?
Sure? Yeah, you sure?
I don't know.
You're trying to tell me that we're not? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm trying to tell you we're not live.
All right. Well, I guess we're not then. I guess we won't.
No, we're live. All right, here we go. Carver and Lisi.
We were live. Remember, you got to understand, we were live before. You're just impatient.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. You had a long day. It didn't seem like the pipes were good for you. You know, leave it to somebody who's not been working.
It's been
leave it to somebody who's not been working, like me.
Yeah, well, look, it is what it is, Joe.
I know. Rubbing elbows with BT, rubbing elbows with a bunch of dignitaries. I'm just a normal blue-collar guy.
That's what it comes down to, Joe, is that you're the normal blue-collar guy here. Let's go. Everybody's getting involved. Let me put on, Joe, do you got this you got this Texas NC State game on?
No, I bet NC State. Do we have a shot?
I mean, it just started, right? I mean, where are they at right now in this game?
Hey, did Miami O cover?
They play tomorrow night, Joe. They cover. They play tomorrow. 22-15 Texas with about 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. The first game ended up being tight at UMBC Live plus 4.5. Somehow they lost by 3, so that was a winner, Joe, which was nice to see.
I know. My heart was saying Texas, but I roll with the ACC tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, now they're down 9. Look at this. I don't know why. Why'd I do that?
Well, because that's what you usually do, Joe. That's kind of how it goes for you.
That's not right, Carver. I got a lot of big picks. A lot of big mortadellas for
How many mortadellas?
5 mortadellas. Not 1, not 2, 5. 5 mortadellas.
5 of them you have, huh?
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh, look at Bama stud involved. There it is. Yes.
Yes, we're back.
The boys are back at it again.
The boys are back in town. Old school. Late night.
Oh, look at this. Billy Russo getting involved.
Billy Russo.
Look who it is. A time great for me being on the West Coast. That obviously makes him very.
That does.
Yeah. Bill doesn't see many of the live shows.
It's almost 7 o'clock on the Salami Red. Well, what do you want? Salami Red?
Is that a salami at this point? 4 or 5? I mean, that's true. You know, you think about it, if you add so many of them, Joe. But to be fair, Chris,
like the tournament, you can't just give one more to Dow.
No, and it's, you know, you got
multiple windows.
You got 32 games over 2 days. There's a lot to get into. So Joe picking 5 out of 32 games is mortadellas. You know, there's really nothing wrong with that, Chris. I don't have too much issue with Joe doing that. That's for sure.
Some just spoke to me. Some just spoke to me.
Some just spoke. Oh, just did. Now I'm pretty locked in, Joe, on a bunch of these. Let me ask you big picture before we get into some of these games. When you got the bracket in your hands on Sunday night, what did you think initially? Because I know it's hard for Joe because he's not, you know, ingrained in this all the time like he used to be. So he's kind of popping in from March Madness.
That's not right.
Which is not right. You know.
No, that's not right.
Was there anything, you see how, like Chris says here, you know, Santa Clara, shout out Hawaii, we'll get that. He said here, Santa Clara speaks to me, Chris is saying. Santa Clara.
Well, I mean,
was there anything that spoke to Joe, you know, right out of as soon as the bracket came out?
A lot of things. Now, last year, I picked St. John's to make a deep run.
Didn't go well.
So I was a little hesitant this year to jump back on them, especially knowing they got the 5 seed going up against Northern Iowa, and we know 5-12s, right?
There's Gary graphic for you there. You want
look at this? St.
John's.
I mean, you want to talk about a show? Look at the graphics on this.
This is unbelievable. This is what happens when you put a couple bucks into the promotion. I mean, this is what you get.
Can we get sponsors? This should be the dude Dude Wipes East Region for Carver and Lisi. I'm just saying, Dude Wipes. I'll wipe my ass all the time with Dude Wipes. That'll be the commercial. Dude Wipes. Yes, I wipe my ass with Dude Wipes. Let's do it.
Gary Graphic working overtime. That's a Cam one, Joe. Cam came up with that. Gary Graphic. He said Gary Graphic.
Cam has some good ones.
Gary Graphic.
I'll give Cam. So I don't know if when you say, hang on. I don't want to give away the Mortadellas.
No, don't give away the Mortadellas.
Okay,
but was there any? I'm talking more, not just the actual games Thursday and Friday. Big picture, the whole deal, going the whole entire way. Was there anything that really spoke?
Yeah, well, there's always like one bracket that always seems to be, I want to say, cluttered. Like number one always gets screwed. Don't you feel that? Like they're the number one, but then there's like 5 other teams that potentially can come out of that region because they just flood it with just talent. I feel, and tell me if I'm wrong, that that Michigan is in that bracket. I don't know.
I actually think that's that they have the easiest bracket, to be quite honest with you.
I don't know about that, Carver. I don't know.
Well, in terms of, I don't like it. And since you bring, I'll put it up since we're talking about that one. I don't feel like, Joe, that there's much resistance to that. Like, who's beating them here? And my problem is that I feel like a lot of these teams in this region could get bumped off early. Like, I think if there's going to be some upsets here, it's in this one. But I don't think any of those upsets will be Michigan losing.
Here's the thing. Like, I look at that region, the one that we're looking at right now, and I say, okay, if you got some good teams, maybe not elite teams, but if they catch fire, do they have the capability to make a run to the fire? I think Texas Tech is that team, right? I think Tennessee could be that team. Now it's Barnes, so we can't buy in. No, but Virginia and Kentucky. I mean, you're telling me Kentucky doesn't have the talent if they catch fire to make a run to the Final Four? I'm just saying, when they're on, they're as good as anybody. But
look, you've got some of these, blue bloods that are not getting the gas that they normally would, the Kentuckys and the North Carolinas. And North Carolina is missing a big player, obviously, with Caleb Wilson's not playing. But, you've got some of them that that there's a lot of talent there, Joe, and they're on these 6, 7, 8 seed lines. And you're like, can they make a little noise? Can they make a little run? That's kind of the stuff.
Here comes NC State. Here comes NC State.
What number did you get? What do you got them at here?
1.5.
1.5. I need an empty net goal by the Wild, by the way. I mean, they had a 3-1 lead in the first. I got to sweat out this puck line for Minnesota.
You're playing hockey now, Carver. You see, I can't get into this.
Hockey. Get serious. Get playing.
I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on St. Louis. Don't sleep on the Billikens.
You talking Billikens here against Georgia?
No. I'm talking big picture. Don't sleep on St. Louis.
Big picture, you can sleep on them.
You see, that's not why, because you're doing the show.
So what you think that they're going to be?
Now, like I'm nobody.
Michigan?
You forget that I haven't had Mortadellas. All of a sudden, big shot, doing all the shows now.
I don't need that, Joe.
Boom!
I don't need any of that. I don't need that. Let me ask you this: you actually think that they could be Michigan?
I think their style, if they get through Georgia, I think they could pose a problem. I really do. They're a blue-collar team. I just think that St. Louis, if they're on, don't be shocked. Whatever that spread is, I'd be willing to take the points with the Billikens. That's all I'm saying.
Chris says after last week with St. Louis, I'm in. After last week with St. Louis, I'm in.
Love that team, Chris. Love that team.
Love that plan. This is another good question for this. Do the players care with NIL?
I think now they care. Now they care. Well, I think, this is it. I mean, you want to be a champion or you want to go home.
I think that the one thing that NIL's really done now, Joe, now that we're a few years into this in basketball, with this is that it's kind of eliminated any kind of talent, substantial talent being on these mid-major teams to where we get those 12s, 13s, 14s that win games or multiple games. Like, I feel like that's kind of been wiped away with NIL. Like it just, I mean, you might get one, but we used to get a lot, and it's just not there anymore.
Right.
You know, it just isn't, because it's everybody just swallows up. It pays all these kids all this money. 25-21, Joe. Here come the Wolfpack.
Here come the Wolfpack. Did you see this Alex Caruso tonight? He hit the guy with the shoe. Did you see this?
What are you talking about now?
He blocked the shot with his shoe. What are we doing here? He knocked the ball out of the guy's hand.
Oh, this Caruso?
From
the Thunder?
You think the headband got to his head too much? You think that's what it was? It was too tight?
You get all over this Caruso.
I mean, come on. This is the NBA now. We got Bam Bam hitting 83 points, getting fouled every play, and we got Alex Caruso knocking a ball out with a shoe. What are we doing? We're playing street ball? They don't even do that at Rucker Park.
How about this? How about this gutless U.S. team in the World Baseball Classic too?
What did they do? Gutless?
They're down 2-0 in the 7th to Venezuela. They can't score. Judge has been up with like a small village on the base paths tonight. He hasn't done anything, but they're gonna lose to this Venezuela team in the championship game. They look lifeless. They're not even there. Akron, High Point, McNeese. Some thoughts. There's a bunch of dogs, Joe, that I do want to bark with here. Let me just go through this. I showed you the Midwest. I showed you the West.
Hang on. Let's just shout out to all the Irish. I want to give you a day in the sun. I know this is tape delayed, maybe, but shout out to the Irish.
You can obviously tell what day it is by the jacket that I'm wearing.
And I'm going to burst your bubble, but we do this every year. St. Patrick was Italian, but if you need something to hang your hat on, we'll give it to you, the Irish. I hope you had corned beef and hash tonight. I hope you celebrated your day. I love the Irish. The city is rocking, but I just wanted to say that. He was Italian, did a lot for the community.
So you basically want to, say some nice things and then just smash everybody over the head. That's pretty much what you wanted to say.
Well, I just, you're wearing the jacket, like all of a sudden you knew St. Patrick, like you and him were hanging out in the neighborhood or something.
Well, Joe, to be fair, unlike most people that get all out of control on this day, and it is an amateur hour type of day, there's no question about that. I actually do have, the ancestors that were born in Dublin and came over here from Ireland. So that's, it's just,
look at you.
Many can't say that, Joe, and I can. So
all right,
I'll be allowed to celebrate whatever I want.
I'll take it
back. That's okay with you.
Now, let me just say this. Right. This Carver and Lisi setup, this is made for a fast channel. I just want to say that right now. This is made for a fast channel coming to a television set right now.
What was that all about? You I don't know. I guess
I got all Friday night. It was Friday night.
It was like a bottle of red, and a bottle of white. Joe got the phone out and started tweeting all his fast channel numbers. He started getting all.
Yeah, well, here's the thing now. Here's the thing. I love you, right? I love you.
I appreciate it.
But we got a lot of big personalities on X that think they know their ass from their elbow, and they know absolutely nothing. Okay? Baywatch. By the way, Chris Baywatch. Unbelievable back in the day, huh? A little Yasmin Bleat, huh? I'm just saying.
Wow, they let the Blackhawks score. It's 3-3.
Jeez.
What a
let me just say, this NC State team. Can we close the gap? Close the gap?
I'm on Texas.
You see, that's not right. So anyway, let me just say this. So there's a lot of big shots that like to, we're the best show. We're the best show. I'm the best cop. I'm the best cop. So I just said, if everybody says it, then Carver and Lisi, you know what? Talking into fruition. We'll make up numbers like everybody else. 1,247,347, 246 unique views coming to a fast channel by you. Everybody, these people make me laugh. Fast channel.
Oh, that's, listen, that's everyone's got to get pumped up one way or the other.
Everybody's got to get pumped up. We do it with entertainment. Okay, right. We do it.
Arizona, Purdue, Gonzaga.
All right. So let me say this. I'll say this. This High Point team has been sticking out for me.
Okay.
because I'm not sold on Wisconsin. I have a thing against Wisconsin for what they did to me against Illinois, and maybe I'm just going after them. But I think that could be the 5 that goes down to the 12. I'm just saying.
I think they're going to go to the Final Four.
You got no shot, buddy. You got no shot. No shot. No shot. And let me just say this. What a job by Cal. Okay, year number 2. Okay, I told you about this Trayvon Brazil. He's inside. He's outside. He's above the rim. He's below it. He shoots. He blocks. He steals. Trayvon Brazil could carry this team. Woo! Pig suey. He could carry this team to a Final Four. I love this kid, Brazil. I love him. And I'm going to say this. I'm going after you. This Miami team is gutless. They don't even deserve to be in the tournament. They are absolutely gutless. I hate them. Telling you that right now.
What's your problem with Miami?
I just don't like them.
I
don't like them. You know why? I'll tell you why. Because, number one, I bet them a couple. I bet Louisville a couple last week. It was a Mortadella, and they were blowing them out, and the refs gave Miami all the calls to allow them back in the game. So right then and there, they rubbed me the wrong way. Okay?
Yeah.
That's the number one. Number two, this Miami team you've been on since the old man was there and he left.
I haven't really been on them this year. The old man's not there anymore, but the guy the guy they hired from Duke's a good coach.
He's a good coach.
Good job.
I'm just saying, I
haven't been on Miami this year.
Wouldn't it be great if Queens knocked off Purdue?
Well, the reason why I look at this region here, Joe, is I feel that this is the region of where you could get something different, because Arizona, as good as they've been this year, they never get it done. I mean, they never get it done.
They never got it done with Lute Olson.
They got it done once with Lute Olson.
I'm just saying, that was 40 years ago.
He did get it done once. Purdue is the weakest two. They shouldn't even be a Duke.
Was Bibby on that team?
3. Yes, he was. Gonzaga is the weakest 3. This is the region where there's some opportunity here.
Yeah.
Somebody different.
I'm just going to say this. This is the one that I didn't take the 1 seed. But I took somebody that has been close to my heart in this region.
Wow, and, look at you.
No, I did. I did. But you know, it kills me because BYU, if they get through that first game, something about BYU, I don't know.
Well, here's what they have, Joe, and this is something that can travel in this tournament. When you have one player who can win every game by himself, which is what BYU has with DeBonsa, he can pull like a Carmelo Anthony in this tournament. He's that good, and he could just carry the team on his own. Now they've lost some tough games this year. They played a tough schedule in the Big 12. They've played a lot of these teams. They've played the Arizonas. They played them.
Played Texas Tech very tough,
and they've come up. But you look at their draw. They're going to play the winner of this. These two dopey teams playing now, Texas and NC State. So they're going to play the winner of this game. Then potentially Gonzaga. And like I just said, I think this is a week 3, a week Gonzaga. This is not. I mean, they got old man EK and a couple. That's really all Gonzaga's got this year. You got Purdue on the bottom side of this bracket, who another team never gets it done. There's opportunity here, Joe. If you want to take a shot with them, maybe I'm talking them up because I got a BYU at 30-1 to make.
Well, I don't want to tell you who I have. I mean, I'll tell you who I have. I like Cal. This Trayvon Brazil. I like Cal.
I'm very upset that Hawaii got Arkansas in the first round because I like this Hawaii team a lot. They've been good to me, really good to me, and I think that's a real bad matchup for them.
High
really
Point stands out to me. I might take High Point.
That would be you'd be looking at a loser then by doing that.
Why? Because you're on Wisconsin.
I'm on Wisconsin.
All right, so I guess you got it all figured out.
I guess that I do. Now this is the one, Joe, where you got all the big coaches here. You got Duke, St. John's, Kansas, Michigan State, Cronin with
you got
UCLA,
the skunk. You got the skunk. The skunk. We got the skunk.
No, I'm going to tell you, Joe, and we're going to get to it when we do the Mortadellas and the ruby slippers and all this stuff. that TCU team, they're tough. They're a tough team, and the Skunk's a good coach, and they're tough, and they could get you in a little bit of a barroom, a brawl.
Now let me just say this: we're a little off. Louisville's not playing VCU.
Yeah, well, nice job by Gary Graphic here. I mean,
They're
honestly,
playing South Florida.
That should be North Carolina there on that one. Nice job by Gary Graphic.
We'll slap him around later.
I mean, look at this. What a pathetic job by Gary Graphic. Did he get it right in the South? There it is, North Carolina VCU. So the team that he's got wrong there is USF. He should have USF where the VCU is.
Yeah.
It's
all right. We'll slap him around. We'll slap him around.
Well, don't worry, because I know Gary and Chris says, Gary, what the heck? And it's true, Chris. Like, what's the matter with this guy? But we've obviously been working him a little bit harder.
He's getting ready for the Fast Channel, Chris. He's getting ready for the Fast Channel.
Where I know everybody locally, Joe, has been belly aching about this.
What?
The St. John's thing with well, they were 5 and they won the Big East tournament and they sent him to San Diego and I mean, just go play the games. Honestly, at this point, just go play the games. Enough of the belly aching. You got to play good teams. It's the NCAA tournament. Like, let's go. Last year, I actually think this is a better draw than what they got last year. I understand that they need to go. I saw Florida. I saw John. Gary Graphic got that too. See what Gary Graphic did in the South?
No.
He's got a P there with Florida.
Florida. Gotta love it. All right, so the guy was drinking. It was St. Patty's Day. Give him a break.
Gary Graphic.
Gary Graphic. 3 sheets to the wind. All right?
Gary Graphic gets it going. Now, one other thing about this game, too. This is your classic, this Ohio State game with the Skunk.
Right.
Classic first game of the tournament, Thursday, 12:20. Like, that's the first tip early. Usually it's a rock fight type of game.
Right.
Ohio State don't want to play that. It's right up TCU's alley, this game against Ohio State coming up here on Thursday. It is right up their alley.
Now, again, I like TCU in that game. The question is, in this bracket, could this self actually make a run? I can't, unless this guy's at home, I can't back him in any way. I don't know. I certainly can't back Izzo. I can't take Izzo again.
I tell you, that's a lot of. It's a lot of points that North Dakota State team in that game. They're not a bad team, Joe. The Bison. Now I'll tell you this UCLA, and I saw
with this Cronin.
Chris said UCLA can F off. No way they can win. He wrote in there. Yeah, UCLA 80-1 to make the Final Four, Joe.
I'm not taking him. Mick Cronin.
I got good CLV. It's like 25 now.
Yeah, but I tell you what, this Mick Cronin, he rubbed me the wrong way when he went after the kid with the
lot of complaining.
He used to be much more blue collar when he was at Cincinnati. All of a sudden now he went
California lifestyle living.
Yeah,
what you're saying?
I think the West Coast hasn't done him very well. It might have helped his pocketbook and his wallet, the money. But the bottom line is, his team's not blue collar like they were with Cincinnati. Any spreads, John?
Any spreads you guys consider blasphemous?
Like what is like shouldn't be?
Like shouldn't be. Like you kind of
I'll give you one. If I give it, it might be a Mortadella. Then
don't worry about what's a more. You get to announce your Mortadellas. Don't worry about your Mortadella.
All right, Louisville.
Very sacred about the Mortadellas. Yeah, and then you got the story coming out tonight that I guess Syracuse offered the South Florida guy the job, this Hodgson, and he told him no thanks with that. So I'm sure that might have him fired up. I'll tell you, Joe, everyone loves this South Florida team against Louisville.
Yeah.
Everybody's All-American going into this game.
All right.
You want one that's a little blasphemous, I guess you could say. I'm gonna say I'll give you one that I think caught my eye a little. Illinois is like it's up to 24.5 against Penn. Now I know Illinois. I know Penn stinks. Look, they won the Ivy tournament. Yale was the better team all year. Penn got hot last weekend and won it. But these Ivy teams, Joe, they always seem to hang around at least in these tournament games.
Mhm.
They play such a different style than everybody else still. It's still, basically the old school, bleed the clock down, all these things. I think that's way too much. And Illinois' got a lot of firepower. And that Underwood's a loser, Joe. The coach is a loser. You know it.
Yeah.
But 24.5 seems like a lot. They're going to beat Penn. I'm not saying it's going to be like upset alert or anything, but I think that spread is just a little too. NC State down 1, Joe. NC State down 1.
Here they come. Come on, Wolfpack. Come on, Wolfpack.
Chris would love another VCU run, the Rams. So VCU's playing North Carolina, and I'm very surprised, and Joe will get to it later. I can't believe how many people are taking VCU. It stuns me how many people are on VCU.
I like them.
I know you do, and listen, you're Joe Public sometimes, and that's kind of where
you see, Carver. That's not right. That is, I refuse to be bullied on your show. Okay,
well,
just because you're but you're first, Carver and Lisi. I'm the sidecar always.
Stop with that. That's not fair. It's everybody. Everybody's equal here.
You're rubbing elbows with everybody. I'm just, I'm out of season now. People forgot me. People forgot Joe Lisi. They don't know that. Where's
not
Lisi?
What I hear. I hear you're on shows next week. I hear you got a bunch of things coming up. I don't think that's very fair out of you.
I don't think I'm in the public eye anymore. Out of sight, out of mind. That's it. We gotta
start running around with the Dude Wipes T-shirt. It's
that's right,
Chris. Joe isn't getting bullied on the Fast Channel. Joe's not getting bullied.
Fast Channel.
Joe ain't getting bullied on the Fast Channel.
Fast Channel Network. Fast Channel Network. Carver and Lisi coming to a TV near you. Who wouldn't want to see it? Give us a time frame. How about 9 to 11, 10 to 12? We'll do it every night. Monday through Friday. Who wants in?
Here's one I want to throw you about this South region here. Do you think that it's fair that Florida as the one would have to play Houston if they get to that point in the Elite Eight in Houston? Why should Houston be at home against Florida?
They do this a lot, though.
It's stupid.
I know it's stupid, but they do it a lot. How many times did New Mexico back in the day play in their thing? I remember UNLV did it with Tark. Didn't Tark do it back in the day?
This is a different time. You can avoid these things. There's no reason for this to happen. Put Houston somewhere else.
They do it with Duke and Greensboro. They do it all the time. If
Houston was the one, that would be different. If Houston was the one, fine. They could play in their place if it's the year where they're one of the sites.
I'm going to tell Chris something. I love Kelvin Sampson, but he's another coach. He'll never get it done. He's never going to get it done. He'll be close, but he won't be able to close the door. He'll never get it done.
Joe, I mean... Come on, Joe.
Not what? Why? And you know what kills me about Florida? I can't stand them. You know why? This Condon cost me money last year. Okay? I needed him for one rebound to hit like for 5 G's in a parlay. This guy was allergic to the glass. And then I think I had Howe too. And this kid couldn't come up. I forget what it was. I had Condon for like 8 bounds, and the kid finishes with 7. He had 6 at halftime or something. The kid was allergic to the glass. I wanted to kick him in his ass.
Can I give you something that we really should do right now?
Sure.
So they're at the half here, right? Or they got less than a minute to go. It's 30-29. This game.
Now you're going to replay this. I hope you're going to replay this.
Replay what?
This live feed. We're going to get pumping out on multiple distribution, multiple fast channels.
People
East Coast, West Coast, Carver and Lisi.
Hey, but for us that are in this now and living in the now.
What do you mean living in? How about this NC State team showing some stones?
Would you listen to me for a minute?
Yeah, God.
This game trending under right now.
Yeah.
30-29 at the half.
Right.
I think this is a live over. We hit this live over.
No. Let's just take State. I think they got a lot of. I think they have some gas in the tank. I think Texas punched themselves out. I think
this is
what
red light
Texas.
Go, Joe. Let's go. Green light go for this game.
What does that mean? I don't even understand what that means.
Green light go, which means
what does that mean?
It's an auto play.
What? State?
No, the over.
Oh, come
live
on.
Over. 1.5.
No, I'm double down on State. Double down on State. We're catching 1.5 at even money. 1.5 minus 120 or even money to win it outright. Come on. Even money.
No. Can't do it.
This is why doing the show once a week, I have less stress.
Why is that?
It. Because every time I try to talk you into a position, you shut me down like unbelievably.
St. Thomas up on Seattle. Let's go here.
People are saying that this WBC sucks.
I've been more in on the basketball, and the UMBC game was Howard game was a good finish earlier too. So I've been more in on that. I have no interest. Joe, it's nonsense, the dopey WBC. And now they're going to lose to Venezuela in the final? Come on. I mean, I'm not watching the game live. I'm getting the text from everybody. They're killing Judge, killing the team, and nobody's getting it done. It is what it is. All right. Let's go through. How about we do it this way, Joe? I like doing it. How about we get the big plays out of the way? The Mortadellas, the Ruby Slippers.
All right, let's get them out.
And then we can kind of go through all the other games that we don't pick in the Mortadellas and the Ruby Slippers. How does that? Do you like that order of business? Is that good for you?
Yes.
All right. Give me a moment here to get things gassed up for us.
The Carver and Lisi Mortadella.
Now,
March Madness.
Here it is. This is the Joe Mortadella, and Joe's going to take it away here with what he's got. And look at this. The triple diamond smash your book Mortadella special for Joe. Look at these plays he's got here on the side. Give me the rundown here, Joe.
So St. Louis, look, I know they didn't play well in the A10 tournament, but this team's been very good to me. I think they match up very well against Georgia. I think this team not only wins this game, but like I said before, I think they bring a little something to the table, blue-collar way. 2-run home run for Bryce Harper. Bam, USA.
It's because we just kill it. We're just killing them. So, of course, Harper hits a 2-run over.
But I think St. Louis blue-collar can give Michigan some problems. That being said, the 2.5 points is disrespectful. They were the number 1 seed in the A10. Give me St. Louis. I'll take the 2.5 as a Mortadella, but I'll take them outright. Okay? Outright. Louisville. Look. They're too athletic. And I know they haven't played that great down the stretch, but I think they'll be laser focused. This line smells to me. This line could be a blowout special. Wouldn't shock me if they win this game by double digits. I really like St. Louis. I really like Louisville. Top 2 Mortadellas. VCU impressed me against Dayton. They did. I was very impressed with that kid banging down threes from basically half court. They have guys that bang the glass. They also have guys that could shoot the 3 ball. I like that. They're not a one-dimensional team, in my opinion. And I just not sold on North Carolina. Look, they got to the championship game a couple of years ago. Since that time, they've been pedestrian. I know it's ACC versus A10, but give me VCU. I think they win the game outright. Texas Tech, Carver, I know this. People are looking at this and saying, it's too many points, Texas Tech. But Texas Tech, when they're on, could blow out anybody. And typically I don't like laying a lot of points, but I think Tech, to me, has a very good matchup. I think they blow them out. I think they're too athletic. And I think they could potentially, at least at the very worst, be a Sweet 16 team. Wouldn't shock me Elite 8 or Final 4 on an outside shot. It's going to be an uphill battle because of the bracket, but in game number 1, I'm laying the 7.5. And then Missouri, I told you, I watched them play against Arkansas. I know they started slow, but I like their bigs. I just not sold on Miami. I don't think Miami has a big man. I really don't. I think they're more of a 3-guard type of team. To me, they don't crash the glass. They have to hit it and make buckets, hit 3 balls and make buckets in transition. I'll take Missouri. Missouri, to me, SEC, ACC, I think they win it outright, Carver. I'm going after Miami.
Okay.
Any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm going to give you thoughts on a couple of these here. The Missouri-Miami game, I really do think, Joe, is a bit of a toss-up game. Like, I could see Missouri win. I mean, it's a 7-10 game. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm not as invested in Miami as I've been in the past. I could absolutely see Missouri winning. They played a much tougher schedule than Miami did this year. They're a little probably more battle-tested than Miami this year. So I have no problem with that. I got no problem with St. Louis. Also because Georgia, I mean, they are one of the dumbest teams you will ever watch. They are just not a smart basketball team. St. Louis has had a good year, and I didn't play anybody either, but this might be the right team for them to be able to take care of business with. So I'm not going to push you back on those two. I'm not going to push you back on Louisville either, Joe, because I can't, USF has become like the darling of this Thursday and Friday. Like everybody is on this. I mean, this guy Hodgson from Buffalo, Western New York guy going to Buffalo to play. He's not playing. Like, I mean, let's just, and yes, he seems like a great coach to kids to play for and all that. Louisville, and now this line, Joe, in fact, I think it's 4.5 now.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
This is Louisville for me. It really is. It's got.
This could be a family play.
There are
family
some people. There are some people I have talked to that obviously got in on this early, and they have 7.5, 8.5 with South Florida. God bless them. Whatever. This has gone too far the other direction. This is Louisville now for me, Joe. Especially smash job. But you get me in with you on the Mortadella for Louisville against USF. Now the other two, I'll push back on you a little bit. I think that VCU's become way too public and way too trendy.
You might be right. They impressed me.
They are another team like USF that everybody wants to get cute with VCU. They're gonna be. No, I understand North Carolina lost their best player, but guess what? They still have more talent than VCU every single day and twice on Sunday. And I'm saying, well, why is the line only 2.5? Maybe you're right. I'll take North Carolina, Joe. And you know what? Maybe that at the end of the day will be the more public play. Maybe by as closer to tip, everyone's going to start hammering North Carolina. I'm sure it could happen, but I'm going there. And then as far as your Texas Tech goes,
I know you're like Akron.
I like Akron. But here's the problem and why I don't have Akron listed as one of my Ruby Slippers or anything like that. And I think Akron can win the game, Joe. I do think they can. It feels like Akron's also a pretty popular pooch. I kind of was hoping I'd get 10, and that's not going to happen because everybody seems to be in on Akron. And looking at the last 2 years, and Akron's been in the tournament. This is their 3rd year in a row winning the MAC tournament. They have been completely smashed the last 2 years in these games, just completely smashed. And Texas Tech's been able to rally the troops here since Toppin went out. And that's what gives me a little bit of pause for it. If I play one of those crazy like alt parlay, alt line parlays, Joe, I'd probably throw Akron in it and get it into double digits or something like that. But 7.5, I don't think I could get there. I'm not playing Tech either.
All right, Hero.
I don't think I could get there with Akron.
Okay, Hero.
So there's the Mortadellas for Joe. His 5 favorite plays.
I tell you, I love the way this looks on the screen. I can't even begin to tell you.
The triple diamond.
This looks like this looks like ready for me TV. Fast channel.
You just want to say it. You're just looking for reasons to say it.
No, I love it.
He's looking for reasons to say it. We really are. Here's my side of it. You ready?
Let me see.
Ruby Slipper.
Look, do you have the slipper?
The Ruby Slipper
look at
plays.
I love it. I feel like I'm in the strip bar. Look at that.
Look at the stiletto. There we go. So the Ruby Slipper plays for the first round.
A total in there? A total?
I threw a total in, yeah. I threw a total in there. TCU, I think I kind of already laid the breadcrumbs for this, Joe. First game on Thursday, the early game against Ohio State. I think it's going to be a bit of a bar fight. The skunk, all of that. Give me TCU to win this game, plus the 2.5 for the sake of the show. I think money line TCU is going to win, and I'll go a little bit further, Joe. Not only do I think TCU will win, I don't think they'll beat Duke, but they will make Duke work in that second round game.
Are you sold on this Duke team?
They're injured right now, and you know, I'm not
Are
sure
you
what
sold
to
on
think.
Schreier?
I'll put it this way. I think there's teams around them that can beat them. That's what
I think Virginia exposed them a little bit, and so did Florida State.
I'm about to get to them. Your Virginia team. All right. I'm about to dash your dreams with that squad in a moment.
That's
now this right here, Joe. This next one.
I like Utah State.
This is the. It should have, bad job by Gary Graphic. It should have been at the top of the screen. This is the number one Ruby Slipper. My favorite play of all Thursday and Friday. There's nothing that tops this. I think that Utah State. Look at me, Joe. Look at me.
I'm looking at
I think they are going to smash Villanova in this game on Friday. They are going to smash them. Villanova sucks. Let's just call it like it is. They stink. They got worked by Georgetown last week in the Big East tournament. They have no good wins. They lost games in the Big East this year. Oh, they were the third best Big East team. That's because the Big East sucked this year after St. John's and UConn. Villanova is a loser team this year. The great history. When Jay Wright was there, they were unbelievable. Forget this Willard's there. First year for this Willard. Whatever. Utah State, champions of the Mountain West. It's a conference that I love, Joe, and people will tell you, they never do well in the first round. They are going to smash all of that. Utah State, Joe, -1.5 against Villanova. My favorite play of the.
I like Utah State. I like laying, short numbers. So that's a short number, and I think they're getting disrespected. And just the fact that it's a recognizable, blue blood, not blue blood, but Nova.
Yeah,
Nova's punching above their weight, Carver. They're punching above their weight.
This is a Utah State go for me on Friday. Next, I watched a lot of this Wright State team in the Horizon this year against Bobby Moe. And against Youngstown and against all these teams. This Wright State team, Joe, they could score and they could play. 18.5 against Virginia, who has not won a game in the tournament since they won the national championship 6 or 7 years ago, whatever we're at this point. Way too many points. And I know this is not your older brother's Virginia team. This team can score, and this team. Joe, 18.5 is way too much. Virginia might win. I will small splash Wright State money line in this game too.
All right.
I think they could beat Virginia, but 18.5 is extremely disrespectful. I'm on Wright State, Joe, as one of my Ruby Slipper plays.
I like it.
Next one is Hofstra. Now, this is going to have to be a barber play for me, of course.
A barber play?
Because I'm in New York. So, in New York for this one. But still. Alabama is scuffling right now, Joe. Now, they've got all kinds of problems. The one kid got arrested. They've had a very weird year. Lots of, outside things going on around the team. And this line, Joe, if you set Hofstra against Alabama in November, I think it would be about 19.5, 20.5.
Well, the kid Holloway's not playing now.
Exactly. Oh, that and they've lost other guys. So this has been a weird year for Alabama. Yes, they have talent. Hofstra's got a little something. They've got some good players on that team, and I think that they could grind this game down, kind of take Alabama out of their game. 11.5. It's just the number is telling me that Hofstra's going to hang around in this game.
All right.
So I'm going there. And then the rock fight of the first round. Iowa Clemson, Joe, 128.5. Joe, this game's got 57-55 written all over it. This Clemson Iowa game, I think. I think that this is going to be points at a premium. Clemson's going to, how they play. They can't score. They're going to try to muck the game up. Iowa actually has got a decent offense this year.
Right.
But I think under 128.5, Iowa Clemson is an absolute banger here for me. So TCU, Utah State, Wright State, Hofstra, and the under in Iowa Clemson, Joe. I know not a lot of big brand names on my list there, but I'm going with that.
I like it, Carver. I think it's a great.
Give me your thoughts on that. What are your thoughts?
I like
on
TCU. I like Utah State. Hofstra, I can't jump on them. I feel like because of the situation with Holloway, I feel like everybody's going to be betting Hofstra. So it's scary to me.
Okay.
Unders, look, anytime in the tournament, round
you don't
one,
like
if
unders.
you get. No, in round one, look, I mean, totals are tough, because Gary Graphic.
Fred Font. That's another one that Cam threw out there with the golf. Fred Font and Gary Graphic. Look at these guys. Sebastian.
Fred Font. That's
Venezuela retook the lead, Joe. 3-2 Venezuela.
Somebody hit a home run.
Right back. I don't know.
And then, I like the under. Wright State, I mean, that's a lot of wood, Carver. I mean, I like your plays. I mean, overall, the best one I like is Utah State.
See, I thought, look at this, Joe. I thought you try to come after me a little bit, but you actually like the board here.
No, because I do. I don't have a problem with it. Again, we like the skunk. The skunk is always good to us.
He is.
When we take the skunk, I mean, he steps up. And again, the three I would play. I told you, the one I don't like is Hofstra. But I would lay the Utah State, the TCU, and I like the under. You can get me in on the under.
Well, it's good to hear that at least I got Joe with me on a couple things for us. And you know what? We might have a couple other family plays. Let's go through a few of these other ones that aren't on our big sheets here. And we can try to see if we could find a few others.
I got to come up with a basketball. What do you want? What type? Should I come up with the Garden? Should I have my graphic guy work up the Garden for me? The Mecca? What should I do? What do you want to see? I'm going to get my graphics guy. Freddie the Taylor.
With us. I'm audible in games here, Joe. I got to put something else.
What do you mean you're audible in games? Create.
Oh man, Boston Jupiter killing Boston in the TGL tonight too. Jeez.
Hey, by the way, nice shot. You didn't tell me about Cam Young.
Oh, thanks. What a win. I mean, it's just amazing. Yeah, 35-1. Actually had him on one side too, boosted to 41. I had him in a couple different spots. Cameron, forever young, Joe. Well, you don't care about the golf. That's why I didn't let you in on it. You don't care. You wouldn't have played it. Don't lie to everybody. You wouldn't have played the golf if I told you to play Cam Young.
Nah, come on. Why not?
You wouldn't have played it. Here, let me give you the rest of the rundown here, Joe. You ready? All right, we talked about this is on Thursday. Thursday's games, Joe. You ready? Rapid fire here. Let's find some.
Good.
All right, we talked about the skunk already. That's the first game of the day. 12:40 on Thursday. Troy catching 12.5 from this Nebraska team. Nebraska, Joe, has never.
I'm going to take the points.
NCAA tournament.
I'm going to take the points. I don't buy into this Nebraska team. They started 18-0. I think they're going to fall off a cliff.
I like this over, Joe. 137.5. Okay. I think maybe they cover, but you're not going to hold Nebraska down to. They're not going to play the game in the 60s, 70s. I think that the game gets over from there. We talked about South Florida and Louisville. That's also Thursday afternoon. Wisconsin and High Point. Now I'm going to bring Wisconsin up again, Joe.
Look at my graphics guy.
For this,
you like that?
I can't see anything, Joe. It's not in the camera.
All right,
you got to put it in the middle, Joe. You got to put it in front of the camera.
All right, don't worry about it. I'll show you later.
Okay. Wisconsin High Point is a very
I like High Point. I told you that.
Well, look, I think that Wisconsin can get to the Final Four with this draw.
So you don't want me to go against you. So just say it.
You can do whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, it's not like High Point's a Mortadella for you. I mean, is it something that you really need to get involved with? I mean, is it? Or are you just looking to go after me?
No, I like High Point.
Well, I'm just saying, it's not a big pick for you. It's not a Mortadella pick.
Well, no, it's not.
So why don't you leave it alone and give me a chance? Why can't you let the little guy win once in a while?
All right, God, I'll give it to you.
Okay, well, why don't you?
You're asking me though. You say, "Let's go through the picks." I give you my pick. I'm going against you. You don't like it. When are they starting this half in NC State? What is going on here?
All right, now this next one.
God.
Number 1 Duke against Siena. Okay,
I'm gonna take the points.
This Siena team, Joe, they shouldn't be a 16. I think that they're a little bit better than that. You're talking 27.5, 28.5 points. I like Siena, Joe, with that. Give me Siena with 4 tutties against Duke in this game on Thursday. Let's go.
I'm with you on Siena. So
All right, McNeese and Vandy.
I like Vandy.
People are on this Vandy team. They're on this Vandy train. I actually don't think. I think it's kind of a slap in their face that they're making them potentially play Florida again. In that region. I mean, they've beaten Florida, right? Why should they? They should be nowhere near Florida in this tournament. But whatever. But this McNeese team, Joe, they're very good. They're a really good team out of the Southland.
So what are you doing with them?
I kind of like McNeese with the points, but I think
I like
Vandy
the
wins
over
the
in that game.
150.5 I've got right now. 150.5. If this game's up and down, then Vandy's gonna beat their ass. If this game
but then the total comes in.
So you want to just play the total? You don't want to play a side?
I like the 150.5.
Thursday at 4:00 East, Michigan State 16.5 over North Dakota State, the Bison. I like the Bison, Joe, with 16.5.
I hate laying big spreads in this. All right, I'm with you. Go ahead.
Hawaii catching 15.5 against Arkansas.
No shot. They're going to get
mentioned this before.
They are going to get smashed.
I'm so annoyed because I love this Hawaii team.
They're going to get smashed. Trayvon Brazile, inside, outside, above the rim, below the rim. He's like Air Jordan. What? This frustrates you because you like Hawaii.
I know. I have to back off because I think it's an awful matchup for them. I think
because Arkansas is big, they're long, they can run the floor. Trayvon Brazile,
listen, Yacuff, and it is what it is. VCU, North Carolina, we've already discussed at length. Michigan's laying 31.5 now. They've got the lineup. They're going to be playing Howard, who beat UMBC tonight. 31.5, Joe. Now, what's the trend? There's some trend with the 16s that win the first 4 game when they go in and then they play. They cover at a pretty decent clip when the number's over like 27 or 28 or something like that. So maybe there's something for Howard there, but Michigan should tear them apart. Mm-hmm. BYU will play the winner of this game.
Hopefully it's NC State.
We'll see. St. Mary's and Texas A&M Thursday night.
I want to take St. Mary's so bad. This A&M team are frauds.
Team, they're a loser team.
Frauds.
But Mary's never wins.
I mean, know.
They win the first game and then lose the second game usually. That's usually Mary's path every year in this tournament. I think it's Mary's, Joe. It's St. Mary's.
I like the under in that game.
I do, I think because we like Mary's. I think if you like Mary's, it's under 147.5. I already kind of gave you the this one too, and I didn't put it on the Ruby Slipper sheet, but Penn getting the 24.5 against Illinois Thursday.
Did you see how they won that game in the Ivies? Yeah. Yale blew it.
I did.
Oh, man, the kid blew it, coach.
Kid blew it.
Kid
yeah. No, what can you do?
Yeah.
But you know who the Penn coach is, right, Joe?
No, I don't know. Good.
Fran McCaffrey, formerly of Iowa.
Is he?
He's the Penn coach.
He got that job in Penn?
So he knows Illinois and Underwood and the Big Ten very well. That's another reason I like the 24.5. Slow the game down.
Slow it down. This Underhill is, let me tell you something. This Underhill. This guy from Illinois, he is absolutely gutless in a big spot.
I agree.
This guy,
that's why I can't back him.
He beats up on has-beens. Let me tell you, seriously, McCaffrey, they couldn't run McCaffrey out of town, huh? They couldn't run him out. They ran him straight to Philadelphia.
They couldn't run him out.
Franklin Field, they ran his ass to. Huh? Who did he know there that he got the job?
He's got some history there. I think he went there or something like that. He's got some history at Penn. St. Louis and Georgia's late night.
St. Louis.
Gonzaga 20.5 against Kennesaw State.
Let's take Kennesaw State. I took them last year against Tennessee. They covered, remember?
Did they?
I think they did. Yes, they covered.
You better look that up.
I gotta double
You
check.
better look
Hang
that
on.
up.
I know I bet them. I might have lost it. Hang on. I was catching 18.5. Kennesaw State versus Tennessee. I think they covered.
You again. You better circle back to that and see if that's a true statement there on that one.
Hang on.
And the
Hang on.
you know what I like in that game, Joe?
Yes. Wait a second. Kennesaw State.
What was this final?
So February 12th.
This wouldn't be February, Joe. The game would have been in March.
Nah, I know. I'm looking, Carver. Don't start with me.
All right.
When would they have played? Was it Kennesaw State or somebody else?
Joe, you're making me do this here.
Was it Kennesaw now? Or was it Wofford?
All right. This is only Kennesaw State's second time in the NCAA tournament.
It was Wolford, I think. I think it was Wolford. It was Wolford. They lost by 15. That's what it was. Wofford. All right, Kennesaw. Let's take the 20.5 with Kennesaw State.
The last game of the night on Thursday, Houston's 23.5-point favorite over Idaho. Joe, 136.5. I know it's a Houston game, so
I can't do it.
Well, you're gonna be in something. That's the last game of the night. That's the bailout blowout game. You got to have something on that game later on.
It's possible, Carver.
All right, Friday.
Good.
First game of the day is Santa Clara, Kentucky. This is another one. Everybody's on Santa Clara. Well, maybe not. I think it's just people that we kind of listen to. I feel like everyone's on Santa Clara. No one's taking Kentucky, it feels like, on Friday.
I can't take this Kentucky team. Question is, are they going to dictate the tempo? And should we just take the over? Santa Clara.
That's an early start for Santa Clara. That's like 9:15 local
time. So
they
should be up by 20 points by half.
160.5 for a noon game. That is, you know what, Joe? That's where I'm going.
Under
160.5. The first game of the day. You got a West Coast team playing at noon East. That is, and 160.5.
All right, let's take the under.
Downside.
All right, under. There you go.
Did Akron and Texas Tech already. Long Island, Joe, is getting 30.5 against Arizona.
Arizona will smash them.
I would have to think so. That's if there was a one that I'd lay the big number with, it's probably Arizona, to be honest with you. We talked Wright State and Virginia. Iowa State 24.5 against Tennessee State.
Iowa State. We haven't talked much about Iowa State.
I've seen a lot of people picking them for the Final Four, Joe.
I can't do it. They're like Matt Campbell used to be. Where every time they're there, they fall off a cliff. I can't do it. I can't do it. Better to pick them when nobody likes them. They're a 2 seed. I can't do it.
We talked about Hofstra and Alabama. That's Friday afternoon as well. We talked about Utah State and Villanova. Tennessee would play the winner of tomorrow night's Miami of Ohio SMU game.
I think Ohio wins outright.
I do too.
And I'm sort of thinking that
SMU is awful.
And I sort of think that Miami could give Tennessee some problems.
I understand why people think, because this is, again, Tennessee in the tournament. But recently, Joe, Barnes, he gets out of the first weekend, and then he becomes a loser the second weekend.
Right.
So he's gone for now. He seems to always get out of the first weekend now, and then on the Sweet 16 is when he disappears. And you look at this path that they kind of have, and playing the potentially Miami of Ohio, and then what for? I guess the Virginia Wright State winner. I think that this could be a good scene for them. Oh, NC State up to 34-32.
NC State. I told you.
The Wolfpack.
Even money. They're barking. Extend.
The night session on Friday. We mentioned Iowa, Clemson. All right, St. John's 10.5 against Northern Iowa, Joe.
Say it again.
St. John's 10.5, Northern Iowa.
I mean, shouldn't they smash them?
Northern Iowa is a tricky team to play against. Very tricky team to play against.
I can't do it. It's St. John's or bust for me.
131.5, the total.
Under.
Probably. UCF and UCLA is Friday night as well.
I'm going to take UCF. I'm going after Cronin.
You're gutless.
Why am I gutless?
Look.
Why?
Obviously, I'm letting the future do the talking a little bit here. I want to see UCLA at least give me somewhat of a ride. But I will tell you, if I didn't, I would probably be going against UCLA because them playing in Philadelphia is a nightmare for Cronin with how much he bellyaches. Them got to go travel all the way to Philly to play UCF on Friday night. And they're never good on the East Coast. Never. Purdue's laying 25.5 against Queens of North Carolina.
Lay it.
Florida's going to play the winner of that Lehigh game tomorrow night. Do you think Kansas could be a big rout of this Cal Baptist? 14.5 for Kansas?
I sort of like Cal Baptist. I don't think Self on a neutral court could get it done. I'm willing to take Cal Baptist.
UConn laying 20.5 against Furman. Off getting destroyed by St. John's in the Big East Tournament Championship. Does Hurley run them ragged all week?
I think UConn's going to the Final Four, so yeah.
I'm about to get there, Joe. But yes, I think that's a go for UConn with the 20.5. And the last game of the night on Friday is that Missouri-Miami game, which Joe has already
gave you. That's
a bailout blowout game, Joe. Last game Friday night for us. So Joe mentioned Final Fours, and there you go, Joe. There you go with the Final Fours for us. Duke, Houston, Wisconsin, and Michigan for me. UConn, Florida, Arkansas, Virginia. I will tell you, Joe, I've seen some people going with Arkansas, but it's still a not anytime you don't pick a one or a two now, I think it's, especially in today's day and age where it seems so chalky, it's a good move. But I will admit I have not seen anybody pick Virginia to be in the Final Four. Why do you have them there? Why?
I just think that if they get their style, and I know they struggled against Duke, but I still think they're better defensively this year than they have been in years past. Obviously, when they won it years ago with Bennett and against Purdue, I mean, for me, I just think if they get a good ride, and they're a 3 seed, and I just think people are sleeping on them. Again, I know they're not elite. They're certainly not athletic like Arkansas or Florida or even UConn, but I think if they get a nice ride, they could be a sleeper.
I mean,
no.
Well, I think they could lose to Wright State on the first game, so I'm not really. I think it was the Wright State on Friday, so I'm definitely not going to back you on this one.
But you're taking the points, though.
But I think I'm going to have a small.
Yeah, I'm gonna save you some money. Rip up the Wisconsin ticket. You got no shot. All right, you got no shot.
30-1 to make the Final Four.
You got none. All right, listen, I love you.
I don't think they have none, Joe. They have really good wins this year. Yeah. They beat Michigan. Not many teams can say that. Joe, they got good wins. They could score. That I would be careful there. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to.
What am I trying to do?
You're
talk
trying to talk
it
down.
Yeah, no.
So, and that's fine. I
see. You could talk down my guy, Virginia. They're a 5 seed. Wisconsin. I'm a 3 seed. Virginia's a 3 seed.
Looks like I took a bigger swing than you then.
Oh, maybe you did. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to make people money. I'm not trying to be a hero.
I think there's more value in Wisconsin.
I got one number one. How many number ones you have? 2. What do you got? 1?
I got 2.
You got 2. You got Duke and Michigan.
Yeah.
I got Florida. I think they're the best team in the country. But again, that doesn't mean they're going to win it.
I think they got job.
You know what I did, Carver.
You
see, maybe I read through the tea leaves. Okay, I went with lineage. All right,
that's because you just popped in this week for college basketball. You haven't had the normal viewing that you would normally.
I went with lineage. Okay, UConn, bell cow, Arkansas, cow. Okay, all right, Virginia, pedigree. Okay,
you went with the bell cows, Joe. You went with the bell cows.
Bell cow March Madness special. Hey, listen, mate. Maybe I could be like, Funhouse, the Funhouse, right? Did you see what he tweeted out today? Love that. I love that handle. That's the best. That's the best. Because you know why the kid transferred, right? It's great. He's talking back in 2014. Pedigree, that's right, Chris.
More like the dog food.
Now, Chris, that's not right. You've been
like dog food.
Chris, come on. You've been gassing me up. Come on.
Pedigree, more like the dog food.
How could you say that? Bobby Hurley, UConn, Florida, back to back.
Good thing you didn't want to do this live over. I mean, nobody's scoring in this game.
I told you.
Nobody's scoring.
You don't want to listen to me. I told you go with the pedigree. Pedigree.
Well, Joe, anything else for you before we get out of here for the tournament?
The Wolfpack. I just want to say I love our fans. I love everybody that tunes in. Hopefully, we'll be on a fast channel soon. I'm going to give shout outs though because I don't see Bama Stud in the chat. Little between your cheek and gum. I don't see no Hogwild.
Hogwild's usually not live.
I don't see no Hogwild. I don't see no Guac 3.
No
St. Louis, Chris.
No Eddie in Columbus.
No Eddie in Columbus. Bronx Buckeye.
You also didn't do any promotion for this. You just were like, hey, we're coming on now.
It's always on. It's always on me. It's always on St. Louis. Pedigree. Rick Majerus. Pedigree. Oh, Lisi I come off the pine. I'm the best six man in the business. Haven't followed college basketball. Here I am. Picks, Final Four. Him. We're on the Wolfpack tonight. What more do you want?
Well, I mean, look. You got
the
Mortadellas. There they are. The Mortadellas.
What do you want to do, Barry? You want to put a little pinch between your cheek and gum? Oh, man. I love it.
Look, Bama Stud said, I'm taking notes here.
Good.
Love
Bama Stud.
You're taking notes.
Where's Columbia Jackpot? That's another one. I think that he's in South Carolina. Columbia Jackpot. Oh, man. I tell you, I love this show. I'm telling you, we deserve to be on a bigger platform. We're so much better than the hacks that are actually getting paid big bucks in this business. I'm telling you.
I'll agree with you on that.
Really. Meanwhile, I've been following part-time on this Nancy Guthrie thing. I want to be a sleuth. I want to break the case. I want to break.
Maybe that's the content you should be doing. Maybe you should be doing some of that.
Like a little Robert Stack. Like a little unsolved mysteries.
Investigative reporting. Like you could get in on some of that. You could just do
Lisi here live in Tucson. How did they not find this guy? Seriously.
I don't know anything about this. I'm not watching. I don't know anything about it. USA lost to Venezuela. Venezuela won the World Baseball Classic. Judge 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. Nice night.
Somebody put the somebody on X said Aaron Judge when you need him most, right, in the clutch, and they posted the Costco kid. What's the Costco kid? Not the Rizzler, the other kid with the baseball.
I don't know. You know the names, bro. I don't know the names.
He was on WWE. Did you see that Rizzler got smashed? They smashed the kid down. He came down. They grabbed him by the head. Get down there.
It says here from Chris. There is crime channels on the Fast. The Fast has the crime channels already, so you can get in.
Chris, what about this? Lisi in the trenches.
I like that name. That's a great name.
Do you?
That is good. Lisi in the trenches.
Yeah.
Dun.
Right?
Yeah,
Almost like a Robert Stack. You know, I used to crap my pants back in the day. I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries, right? Late at night. And all of a sudden, I used to, I'm telling you, I was like 14 years old. I used to crap myself. I mean, my parents would be in bed. I would be watching Unsolved Mysteries on Lifetime, whatever channel it was, Channel 4. Yeah.
Nobody can score in this game. I mean,
I
this is
tell you, you don't listen to me. I'm in prime time. I'm
nuts.
telling you, could NC State make a run though? What are they waiting for?
I'm getting back in on Texas. Double the meat here.
It was AEW, right. That's it. The Riz. You saw the kid. Who's Justice? Justice.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's Justice.
Zero.
They post a photo of Justice with a baseball uniform on. Aaron Judge when you need him in the clutch. They posted the kid Justice. Oh, it's great. I love the Boom guys. Yeah, the
Boom guys. That's
yeah.
okay. Those guys.
Yeah,
The
Boom
sure.
guys.
Unbelievable. All right, Joe.
All right.
Let's have a big Thursday.
Let's do it, boys.
Big Thursday and Friday. Okay?
Right? I know.
Yeah.
It's amazing, Chris. These guys were nobodies. All of a sudden, now they're wrestling on AEW. I think I put me in the ring. I want to learn something. I want to do the people's elbow on somebody.
All right, Joe. Great job.
Let's go.
Let's go. Good luck with the Mortadellas, Joe.
All right.